One's looking to send a team home packing, the other is trying to stay alive here on EA Sports in this hot challenge. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to drop the puck. There is nothing quite like playoff hockey. Here we go. Good use of the body to knock them off the puck. Roenick stick handling in his own zone. Here we go, odd-man rush. The Wolves have it from their own end. Slides the puck across. Rocks him. Cuts to the front. Scores! And just like that, we've got our first of the game. Pounder didn't even have her broadcast headset on.
I was just putting it on, James. That was incredibly fast, and the coach couldn't have drawn it up any quicker. They say, hey, let's get off to a good start. I'd say they just did. There are certain effort areas within the game that are immeasurable, and this is one of them. I mean, he's not going to get a point or get credited on the score sheet for this goal, but he is the initiator. He makes the contact that creates the turnover.
The Knights were looking for a good start in this one, and they have certainly accomplished that with the first goal of the game just minutes in.
Well, you know, they would have talked about making sure that they established some presence and some pace in the game, in particular in the opening frame, James. But to get up a 1-0 lead on your opponent just minutes into the game, that is a fantastic start.
Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Roenick. Makes the save. Solani's got the puck in his own zone. Right through center and into the offensive zone. Drives to the paint, and that goes off a stick. The Knights get a hold of the puck along the boards. Exploring options here inside the defensive zone. They've got numbers here. Fires it. Scores! My goodness, what a finish going coast to coast.
That's a highlight reel goal, James, and I cannot believe how much ice was available to him. I mean, so much open ice. You know, the opponent's coach is going to be talking about closing, but man, he goes through everyone and then finds a way to convert on the opportunity.
OMG!
Well, this is playing fast here, James. If you have a look at it, I mean, his explosive stride is what gives him the space to be able to take this puck to the net for the goal. Tremendous right down the stretch all the way to the paint.
The Knights are sitting pretty right now with a 2-goal lead, and it's still early in this one.
Yeah, they've got a lot of game left, but they certainly got the start that they wanted to. They've been pressing all over the ice, closing quickly, and of course finishing.
From the right side, they gain the zone. To the low slot. Scores! Make it 3 in a row, and they're humming now.
Well, they certainly are. 3 in a row. They've got their opponents on their heels. It is a wave. You can feel it. The energy every single shift. They're getting it in.
The Knights are dominating in almost every facet of the game here in the first. Bennett's won the draw at center. Slides the puck across to Bouchard. Ahead of steam now towards the front. Moves the puck along the half wall. Wicked blast! Goaltender covers it up, and we'll get a reset here. More than half the period has expired. The Knights now lead by 3. They win the draw and go on the attack. The Knights gain possession of the puck here in the offensive end. Feed to the middle, and that doesn't connect. The Wolves gain control of the puck. Larionov's moving the puck through his own zone. Good hit on the play. Quick shot, and that's deflected off someone in front. Moves it to Hughes. Here's an odd man rush. To the front. Oh, he makes a stick save, and that went right off the shaft of the stick.
This is a fantastic save, James. He's all over it. What I mean by that is he knows exactly where it is and where it's moving. A reason why he can get square to it and make the save.
And that concludes the first 20 minutes of play. Second period action. Stick around. opening face-off for period number 2, about set to go. A one-sided affair thus far. Let's see if anything changes here with the start of the second. Let's get the talented Cheryl Pounder back into this one. What do you make of the first 20 minutes of action?
Chicago's had a slow start to this game, James. They're going to have to pick it up in terms of possession time. They're giving their opponent way too many opportunities and a lot of time with the puck.
Grimson blocked, and he may have just stopped the goal.
I think he did, James. I mean, you got to protect the house, especially when it's a great threat shot like that, and he finds a way to get in front of that and quick.
Face-off coming up here in the offensive zone.
Well, they'll want to continue with the sustained pressure because the goaltender, he is fatigued.
The Knights take possession here inside the offensive zone. And he comes up with it. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. The Knights have been putting lots of shots on net and have been rewarded for their efforts. And they win the offensive zone face-off. Now let's see if they can capitalize. Oh, he denies him on the one-timer. Wow! And that's broken up. And that's a great heads-up play in the offensive zone. Driving right to the front. From behind the net. They've really got him on their heels here now. Stars! And look who's at it again. They are really turning up the heat.
So creative and free. And the reason why you can play free because you're playing with a ton of confidence, not afraid to put the puck to the net and, of course, retrieve it. It always amazes me, James, to see how quickly these shooters can get the puck off of their stick. I mean, they can shoot off their inside leg, their outside leg. It doesn't matter. But what does matter? The positioning from that slot area. You know that if you get all of it, you're going to tag one home.
The Knights have officially entered route country right now, Cheryl.
Well, I'll tell you, good defense creates offense, and that's exactly what they've done throughout this game, and they've got a ton of shots on net.
Feeds it over to Donato. Takes it to the front. The lane was plugged up, and that shot's blocked. The Wolves take it along the wing. Oh, my! The Knights gain possession in their own end. Pass to Roenick. Down the right side and into the zone. Takes a shot. That goes up the inside of the iron, and we play on.
The Knights playing a game of keep away in the offensive zone, shooting at will. This one wires off of the frame, so it's not going to count. But man, do they have a healthy, comfortable lead.
More than half the frame has been played here. The Knights are on the cusp of making this a blowout, leading by 4. Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Into the offensive zone down the right wing. Cuts into the paint. Taken by Toffoli. Wrist shot from the slot. Redirected off one of his own line mates there. Tees it up from the point. Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight. And the rate of boos has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters all the way down. The booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team has just not played tonight, not happy with the efforts. They're getting blown out.
The Wolves are going to swap goaltenders.
Just a tough night all the way around for the entire team, and he was the scapegoat on that one, but he's going to get out of the net.
The Knights continue to hammer the accelerator here in the late stages of period number 2. It's been attack, attack, attack all night long.
Yeah, they've had the puck on their stick. They've driven the net when they've had the opportunity, and I mean, they've just played well. They've been dominant tonight, James.
Moves it around along the half wall. Second intermission approaching quickly here. Moves it quickly over to Bouchard. Made the save on the play. Here's a shot. Oh, and he can't bury that one.
You don't give me the opportunity.
Off the post. Well, there you go. 2 periods down. 1 more to go. At least for now, right? Third period just around the corner. Coaches have shared their final messages. Players are on the ice, and period number 3 is coming up. Still a full period here. Last chance to try to get back into it in what has been a dominant affair so far. Cheryl, 40 minutes in the books now played. How do you view this one?
The Wolves need to find a way to own the puck, James. There's way too many turnovers in this one, and they haven't found a way to generate offense. They need to support the puck carrier, and they need to generate some offense.
Moves it over to Nolan. The Wolves cross the blue line and are on the attack. From the point, they take control of it. Here's a chance. Big-time block on the play.
Well, he's doing what it takes, James. And listen, coach is going to love that one. I expect to see him out here again.
Feeds the puck over to Doughty. Blocked in traffic. Roenick's got the puck. Shot. Stopped by the goaltender.
Donato's been towing the line this entire game and physically engaging here, James. They're going to get the go-ahead goal because of this hit that he elicits on his opponent. He recognizes that to get from defense to offense, you got to separate the body from puck. He does an outstanding job of it, and they get the go-ahead goal.
The Knights have looked sharp tonight. Lots of pucks on net and a lot of goals as a result. Hughes wins the face-off in the offensive zone. Stick save, just got a piece of it with that one. Oh, and he just puts it wide of the net.
Well, that's a big miscue or misfire there, but you gotta love that he's getting the opportunities, James. I mean, often when you look at the stat sheet, you don't see a goal. It's how often, though, you get the opportunity. I think that's a big one for the coaching staff to recognize he's getting there.
Here's a chance. Oh, fantastic save by Carreri. And things starting to ramp up a little bit now on the ice with that play. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here's a short pass to Tkachuk. Chicago's looking to break out of their own end. He might have a step here. Denies him on the breakaway. Long pass into the neutral zone.
That's how you get north in a hurry. Fantastic stretch pass.
The Knights will take it behind the net. From the slot, his shot scores! Mr. Bennett. Sam Bennett connects and finds the back of the net.
That's a hard shot. The goaltender looks like he's just getting to position, gets a piece of it, but it still goes in.
The Knights probably don't want this game to end the way things have gone here. I know we're in period number 3, but Cheryl, what a night.
Yeah, it's been terrific right from puck drop, and they've been consistent throughout the game, and consistency is always a word that coaches talk about. And if they can finish this off with this nice lead, that's the word the coach is going to be preaching after the game.
And a strong effort on that play.
Well, the game has changed so much. It's so fast, and the athletes are so strong. I mean, the training that you have to undergo, whether it's in their gym or it's functional, you know that these guys are constantly working in small space areas, working on their games, working on their legs. Their foundation, the lower half, is so critical, and this is a perfect example.
Slides it across to Miller. And now he passes up to Wilson. Look out, here they come on the attack. Drives it to the crease. He scores! What a goal!
There's so many ways you can get breakouts, James. You can have quick, close support, or you can fly the zone and get in behind the coverage, and that's exactly what happens here in a beautiful pass from long range to seal the deal.
Wanted to focus on putting more pucks on net going into tonight's game. They have done just that and then some here in the third. And off the draw, they take the puck. Hughes takes the puck. Dying seconds here, and fans clearly not getting what they wanted. Listen to them voice their displeasure. And with the victory, they're moving on after taking the best-of-3 series, and they look good.
They did look good. I thought they were really dictating pace, and they were physically engaging, and that was message sending to me. They were in the game right from putt top.
You've been a victor in big moments, and you've fallen in big moments. What does a moment like this mean here?
Well, I mean, your opponent has given you everything they had, so it's showing respect for your opponent in that handshake line. Sometimes it's just a look in the eye, sometimes it's a pat on the shoulder, and sometimes it's nothing. But you gotta do it. It's part of the game.